All right, hey everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream Thursday night. We're going to be building the NASCAR Lego set. Keep building it. That's why my camera is so bad on YouTube, because we also have this beautiful view of our whole kind of display. Got my mouse pad right here. My mouse right here, not mouse pad. But we're going to keep building this. We're on bag number 2. We also have a lot of NASCAR news to talk about. That has just come out in the past, 3 hours? So we'll talk about that. I'll also go over some of the stats and things for Bristol Dirt. So we're ready to go when everything kind of happens. So I guess first off, I should start off by showing you all kind of an update on the point situation that we have with the above the yellow line crew. Hopefully this will show up first. Yeah, so I'm in the lead, 127 points, so very excited about that. And then Dom is right behind, -11, then -10. Brandon actually won in the picks last week. He picked Kyle Larson to win, and he was the winner. So the way this has gone is we've won races back to back from each other. So I'm assuming Brandon's going to win whoever he picks with Bristol Dirt. So that'll be exciting. But those are the pick standings, or right now for the ATYL crew. We do this kind of fun little thing with it. I don't know. This is, do I want to go into this right now? We can wait, but this is on the screen on YouTube. I'm showing the all-star format that NASCAR just announced, amongst many other things today. We will get to that later, though, as well as the penalty discussion. But if you have anything you want to talk about today, make sure to comment it in the comment section. But we'll get started. So I'm on bag number 2. Yeah, John, YouTube, I feel really bad for Adam. He can't catch a break. But thanks everyone for joining. Thank you for liking the stream. Everyone for commenting. Okay, so we're starting off with a totally different piece. So I'm going to take this little engine thing that I have here, and I'm going to kind of move it to the side right now, just for now. So that's that. I have my trusty instructions right here. We're going to start with this piece, this little guy. Kind of how we started off this way, but we kind of just started with like a little square piece. Also, I hope for all you watching, I fixed the lighting, so hopefully you're able to see a little bit better. And also somebody in the comments pointed out too, before I started building, I had these pieces wrong on here. So I got them fixed to where they're going to work properly with what we got to do. So that's good. Cool shirt. Thank you so much. Yeah. I don't know if I found this at a thrift store or what, but Tony Stewart, I had to wear it. This could be NASCAR therapy. It really could be on TikTok. Yeah. Because if you're a Hamlin fan, I'm sorry, man. I mean, gosh, I mean, he was honest about what he did. He really was. And that honesty cost him. And then there was a whole thing where where NASCAR is changing the rule book based off of how the penalties and everything have gone this week. And that's wild. And we can talk about that. Oh my gosh. We're going to need 6 of these pieces. Okay, this time we're also going to try to not lose pieces. That's going to be the goal. I'm going to try to move my microphone too, so you all can hear me better when I'm like working here. My voice is delayed. Why is my voice delayed? That's really interesting. Sorry, my voice delayed for you guys on YouTube as well. Very sorry about that. Hopefully, wonder if I pause the stream and come back. I don't know. We'll work with it for now. If it's still bothering you guys, let me know. Yeah, we got this right here we're working with. So very excited about that. So we got these 6 pieces. We'll put these in where they're supposed to go. Both sides are kind of the same, so we'll work with it. But yeah, the news on the penalties. So the Hamlin. Oh my God, motorsports. The Hamlin appeal was upheld. I'm not really surprised by that at all. I mean, he admitted to wrecking somebody, and it was during the race. The Suarez penalty that he didn't go to the appeals panel for it, but got a penalty. Hamlin's difference was that he had a points fine for it, so that was a little different. But Suarez made contact with somebody on pit road like after the race was over. Not saying that's a bit different, but I don't know. Yeah, and then Colleague was issued a penalty. We would have thought it would have been the same as the Hendrick Motorsports penalty, but it wasn't. Everything was upheld in the Colleague penalty, except instead of a 100 points fine, they were only fined 75 points. They just deducted it by 25 points, and that was a huge uproar with the appeals panel and what they did, because it's like if they had the same thing wrong as NASCAR, or not as NASCAR, as Hendrick Motorsports, you would have thought the penalty would have been the same, but it was not. So kind of rubbed people the wrong way, which I feel that. I um yeah, I'm a little frustrated by it. And then but well, I guess I should say that's not all for Hendrick Motorsports though, because today also we got results back from the R&D session from the number 80. Ooh, I'm really struggling, you guys, today. I'm sorry. From the number of 48 and the 24 fines from them as well. So that's a little interesting. Yeah, Hendrick was probably more prepared than Colleague. They have more resources, so I will give them that. They probably had more time to prepare. Um, but yeah, the 48 and 24 were taken to the R&D following Richmond. Um, so they were found to have illegal greenhouse areas in the car, and that's basically like where the windshield wiper is, like the windshield. So they were found some of that was illegal. Um, oh, there's a smaller one of these gears. Oh yeah, we got it. So they were fined. What did I have written down here? They both lose 60 drivers' points, 5 playoff points. Sub crew chiefs are suspended for 2 races. Like, th- I mean, hey, if Hendrick's gonna play the game, expect the penalty, I guess. Like, I mean, if you ain't cheating, you're not trying. And Hendrick Motorsports said that they're gonna talk and reassess before going into Bristol Dirt. So I don't know if that means they are going to appeal or not. What that means, but yeah, basically you just won the battle of your life and then you're fined again, which is crazy. Um the wrong kid. You said I got this set Lego. You got another set. Oh no. That's great. Yeah, see, like this starts your Lego addiction. It really really does. Um oh yeah, and I should say too, they were both fined $75,000, the Hendrick Motorsports teams of the 24 and 48. So you got rid of some fines, you piled them back on, and the NASCAR made a rulebook change that said the appeals panel and the final appeals officer may not completely remove any element of the original assessed penalty provided in the penalty notice as defined in rulebook section blah 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 blah. You can only make modifications in the minimum and maximum of those rules. So none of the penalties given this week um and even though the Hendrick Motorsports one, the new one was announced today, um, none of the penalties announced this week will follow that new ruling from the NASCAR rulebook to make things fair this week. I know that drivers have opinions on this. I think Denny Hamlin was doing a live reaction or something to it. Yeah, very interesting stuff. They'll just appeal, and if they pay someone else off to buy, I mean, Hendrick Motorsports has the money. That's where they have the upper hand here. Austin, you said it's clear that Hendrick pays people off after this appeals process. I mean, listen, Hendrick Motorsports has stake in the game. Um, and they hold a very prominent place in the motorsports industry. That's what I will say. I don't know if they pay people off. I think that's a little extreme. Also, just because we don't have facts to prove that. And I like to make sure things are factually accurate before we talk that way. But no, there's validity to that concern and to the frustration. Absolutely. Yeah, they're gonna have the longest list of fines ever. Oh my god, I know. Um, I know. Toby, thanks for joining. Toby Christie of TobyChristie.com. Yeah, like we have families late at night. We want to hang out with our families. Like, can we announce them midday? Like, I was in class when this was announced. So I was like, well, all right, cool. So I can't really report on this right now. But yeah, like I just wanted to have a chill night, just building Legos, and then like one after another is like, holy crap, like everything just got released all at once. Okay, there's a certain way this piece has to go on right here. So I'm gonna fix that. Okay. Yeah, like I just wanted to have a chill evening, you guys. NASCAR said, nah, we good. No chill evenings. We don't allow that. Texas needs to be rebuilt like Atlanta. There's no super speedway options west of Talladega for us. Um, Live stream or a recording? Justin, do you mean this? Okay, situations like this that make it important to make the appeals. Yeah, so there's okay, so this is a live stream. So if my voice is delayed, I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening on TikTok, you guys. Um, but no, that's the thing. There needs to be transparency because when stuff like this happens, it's hard from us on the outside looking in and for the teams too, not knowing like, okay, so if they're telling us that colleague and Hendrick Motorsports had the same penalty, why was one able to get a lesser fine than the other? And again, one team might have been more prepared than the other. So there's that. And then yeah, so first off, I've watched an IndyCar race before. I've never watched a full season. We're going to the next page. Oh nope, we still have this to do. My bad. So speaking of that Texas comment, I've never watched a full season of IndyCar before. I've seen the Indy 500s, and I have seen some of the Nashville races because I mean they were marketed really, really well. The Nashville races were, so I've watched those. Um, but I've never like actually considered watching a full season of IndyCar until I watched the first two races this season. And guys, the IndyCar race at Texas this year gave it new life. Nothing. I did not expect that literally at all. Fantastic, fantastic racing. And I'm not used to watching open wheeled racing, so there's a lot of comments that I might have made about that race where everyone's like, "Well, yeah, duh, Taylor. Of course, they're not going to get close together because they're open wheel. If they touch, there's going to be a huge wreck." Which in NASCAR, there's a little bit more leeway. You can hang on the doors and everything like that, and that's fine. But I'm not used to that with open wheel, so it's a whole new learning curve for me. So that's been really exciting to watch and kind of learn the faces and places and the new names and I hope to go to an IndyCar race this year at Mid Ohio, just because it's really close to my home. So that'll be really awesome. Johnny said IndyCar is very fun. It is. So far it is. We're going back. Jelly Bean, you said I wonder if the issue was caused by the fact that RR was the first oval race to race in the rain. Richmond, yeah. So because the part that had the penalty was where like the windshield and stuff is, and granted, we don't know why Hendrick Motorsports did what they did, I guess, or why or exactly what went wrong, I guess I should say. Okay, what the heck? Okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna show you guys this real quick because I'm confused as crap. So this has to happen with these pieces. Like, what in the world? Like, I don't get that. That's okay. This is another learning curve that we're gonna have to figure out here. We have a lot of pieces here to get through, you guys. Oh my goodness. So let's figure this out. You've sat in an Indy car? That's cool. Bro, I wish I could. I know the more and more I get into it, like, I'm gonna have, like, no time anymore because 'cause I'm gonna be working my jobs, I'm gonna be watching IndyCar. Uh, okay, so there's this, and then what the crud? Oh, wow, Lego, you've outdone yourself. I'm confused as crap. Holy moly. Oh my gosh, I know this is not gonna come across on camera well because I'm, like, holding these pieces together, but this is difficult. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Alright. Um, cool, and then we're gonna just kinda put this in the center. Here. Oh, and then Colic, by the way, just as, like, a little FYI, they're going to be bringing their, um, appeal to the final appeal process. Um, so that will be happening. Which I don't blame them. I think that's probably really smart of them to do because if I was handed a heftier penalty than Hendrick Motorsports and I made the same mistakes, I would be questioning it a little bit too. So we will see. And then there's also the whole situation. Oh, look at this. Sorry, hold on. It this Lego Technic stuff like kills me. Like I don't understand this. It's so cool. So cool. Like it's all working. All the gears are turning. That's so cool. And then there's the whole thing where the NASCAR teams boycotted a meeting with NASCAR just because some of the TV talk deals haven't been going well, and there's um, the whole conversation around like the deals, the talks I guess aren't going the way the teams are hoping, or there's just no progress, is what they said. So that's another thing too, and everyone's getting scared about, you know, what does this mean? So that's all crazy too. It's smart until they become the random car selected the week after things are reversed in their final appeal. I know, right? Like my whole thing is like, you just won your appeal, man. Like, I mean, you knew you were going to go into an appeal like the following week. Don't try to do anything crazy on your car. And then they might have done something crazy on their car, and then NASCAR's like, yeah, okay, so we gave you a warning, we gave you your points back, and now it's like game over. We're not playing anymore. Which, I mean, the appeals panel, I should say, basically gave them their points back. Now there's another penalty. NASCAR assessed a penalty on them because of the R&D center stuff. And NASCAR's like, yeah, we ain't playing anymore. And then they changed the rule book to basically say, yeah, so any of the original penalties that are given out, kind of got to keep those now. But you can only change them within certain parameters, which I think that's great. All right, how are we gonna do this? We're figuring this out, folks. We're building Legos. We had this whole talk last time about like our favorite Lego sets when we were kids, and if you built. I don't really have a particular set in mind. I just remember um like my dad is a huge Star Wars fan, and he would have all like the Star Wars Lego sets, and we would destroy them. You want to see a good IndyCar race? Type in the 2015 IndyCar MAVTV 500 at Auto Club Fontana. Oh, Auto Club, bro, I'm gonna miss that track. It makes me so sad that it's gone. Texas does need to be kept for IndyCar. That's the thing. Also on TikTok, make sure we can get our likes up to 1,000. Like, we can totally do it. Just keep spamming the like button. Also, trying to get 20 Chili's. That's another thing too. I've never actually been to a Chili's restaurant. I don't know why that's important to announce, but I never have been. I know some people really like that restaurant. I don't get it. It's like Chili's is like another version of Applebee's to me. Same with like TGI Fridays. They're all like the same thing. They just go under different names. I don't know. Okay, come on. See, this is the issue I had last time of getting the pieces to like fit. I know they fit, but okay, I gotta bring this closer to me so I can figure this out. Come on. Oh my gosh, Rob joining the chat, Mr. New Job, Rob. Yeah, Rob just announced that he's working at Holy Cross now. Gonna be totally kick ass there, Rob. Really proud. That's awesome. There we go. Okay, we got that done. Now we need two of these guys. Oh my goodness. There's so many little pieces here. I'm like freaking out. Oh wow, we're close to 1,000 likes now. Thank you guys. Wow. Good response. The closest we'll ever see to them running at Talladega or Daytona is, yeah, Texas for IndyCar. For real. For real. Thank you all for liking the stream. All right. Okay, so we're doing this right. We're working on this the right way. Oh yeah, and then Bristol Dirt's coming up. Okay, I'm in the minority here of I love Bristol Dirt. I hated it the first year. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like I thought it was one of the worst races I've ever seen. I'm like, NASCAR, what are you doing? But then the next year they fixed it. So this will be what, year 3 of Bristol Dirt. So I'm excited. I don't know how you guys feel. I'm curious to see how you guys feel about running races on holidays like, Easter Sunday and everything like that. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but that's not really for me to say, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather have that time to spend like with family without the pressure of like a race going on. And I know it's like, well, like there's like football on Thanksgiving. Like I get that. I do. So again, might be in the minority on that decision there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for this year's Bristol Dirt. I think it'll produce a new winner. I really do. So we will have to see who that person is. Okay, so now we're gonna do. Oh no! Wait, did I mess? Did I? Did I already mess this up, you guys? Because this clearly isn't. This isn't how it's supposed to be. I messed this up already. And then you said, no, that race at Auto Club is the closest thing we'll get to. Okay, gotcha. I get you. Um, Holler, you said NASCAR logic is whatever makes sense to throw it out the door. I know. Like, the thing we have to keep in mind here is NASCAR is not the National Motorsports Appeals Panel. They're not them. So if we're mad at anything, I guess be mad at the appeals panel. I don't know. I mean, and I get it's so important to have something like that. And I know Denny Hamlin did say this on his podcast too. So I don't want to like reiterate what he's saying, but I wholeheartedly agree with the fact that it is necessary to have something like an appeals panel that is a third party. It's something impartial because, I mean, let's be clear, I guess. I mean, if NASCAR were to make those decisions, they should be impartial as well. But it's a lot harder to be impartial when you're the one like taking the money, getting the money. Like it really is. So I'm glad that there's like a third party appeals type situation happening to figure these things out. But the inconsistency is what's concerning. Okay, so here's where I'm like confused as crap. Because oh, wait, no. Okay, so I know what I did wrong. We're good. These pieces here. Okay, so first off, if you have this set, it is so fun. It is really, really fun. But you have to pay attention to the details. I promise you, like my whole shtick, and if Toby's still in the comments, he will tell you this on YouTube. I am a detail-oriented person. And I'm a stickler for details. But with this, when I'm like talking and doing this at the same time, I can't really focus on the details that well. So I'm going to make a few mistakes here or there. But like I said last time, it's Lego. You're bound to make mistakes. It's supposed to be fun. Christopher Bell, this is fun. We're having fun. And I messed up again. We're doing great. But yeah, I don't know what your guys' take is on Bristol Dirt. I mean, I'm excited for it. And we'll talk about the All-Star format as well, because they just announced that for this year, which thank God. Thank you, Toby. I am detail-oriented. Hold on. I need to put this hold on. We're showing this on the screen. Thank you, Toby. I just need that up there just for, some support. Some moral support there. But yeah, the All-Star format is simplified this year. Thank God. It's not like randomly choosing who goes where and what. Like it's streamlined, which I appreciate. And I think it has to be at North Wilkesboro. And because, it's like a throwback track, technically. I mean, it is. Haven't been there in, God, since like the 90s. So yeah, it's got to be a simplified race. We can't do like the gimmick stuff. Come on. We're getting things to fit, I think. Yeah, this is working. We're making this work. But yeah, if you guys want to talk about any specific NASCAR things, we might have already talked about it, but like if you want to talk more in depth about it or have any questions or even questions for me, just let me know. Put them in the comments. I know some of y'all like to know just like personal updates or anything like that. I just got a huge box, like a moving size box of NASCAR like merch in the mail from one of you. For my PO box, which we just closed yesterday. So if you all sent something in, thank you so much for doing that. But like that was freaking insane. Like I'm excited to show you guys the haul. I'll do a video on the home ATYL channel about that. Because y'all are crazy. You all sent in some really cool stuff. So thank you. But I'm currently 3 weeks away from graduating college. So that feels pretty wild, you guys. I started this journey 2018, so excited to have the degree and move on to bigger and better things. But I've loved my school. Definitely, if you have the chance to go to college, go to college. If not, like just learn as much as you can. Okay, something's not right here. Because these pieces are stuck. Like Nicholas Hendrick penalty again. I know, bro. I know. Toby, that reminds me, I still need to send you some stuff. You don't have to, Toby. Oh my gosh. I'm like, literally, though, if like anyone has like NASCAR merch and you're like, bro, I'm about to move, I need to give this to somebody, you can just give it to me. That's fine. Willie, who is ready for Bristol? Me. I'm so excited. I love Bristol in general, and Bristol Dirt I've learned to love. I really have. Okay, we're like, just gonna freaking I'm gonna break things. I might have to bring in some help to get this piece out because I might have just royally screwed up. No, Rob, BGSU all the way. The Falcons, the school pride we have here is second to none. I love the community at my school. It's so cool. Um, so what do you want to go? What do you want to go after college? What do I want to do after college? So I have some plans. Y yes, there are some plans that I have, and I will say that. Um, because 'cause we're still working out some details of things, still, obviously, like, not there's things aren't super certain for right now, but I will, go home for a little bit, just try to stabilize myself, financially. Everyone our generation kinda has to at this point. Like, if you're able to so many of my friends, and a lot of them aren't even journalism majors too, so it's not just about, like, the majors that we chose and everything like that. But so many of my friends have applied to, like, 20, 25, 30 different places and, like, have gotten nothing back, and they're highly qualified people, like, they're freaking talented. It's just the way the world's working right now, so any way I can kind of just stabilize myself before I move on to, like, crazy things, I gotta do that for now. Okay, this piece she ain't working, you guys. She ain't working. Why doesn't Xfinity race on the Bristol dirt? That's a good question. I don't really know. I mean, it works really well with trucks. Part of it is, like, maybe it's just too much for all 3 series to be there in one weekend. Um, yeah, so what do you wanna do after college too? I guess I'll kind of finish that. Finally got it, response. The ultimate goal, you guys, I mean, if anyone's in motorsports, the ultimate goal for you is Charlotte. So that's where I'd like to be. You never know. You never know. Just keep living the dream, keep learning, keep doing what you gotta do. Um, so yeah, I will be at the 600 this year though. So if I'm not like working in Charlotte, I'll at least be there to just kind of hang out with you all. Um, going for the first time this weekend. Oh, have so much fun at Bristol Dirt, Willie. Have a great time. Denny Hamlin Robbie, great question. Will Denny Hamlin ever win a championship? I think he's gonna be one of the drivers who's, like, one of the winningest, but just doesn't win one. I hate to say that for good old Denny, but I just don't know if he'll do it. If he does, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, he proved me wrong, crazy." No, like, I'm freaking happy for him if he does win a championship. I mean, he has to, like, homie has to win a championship. I mean, you can't win all those Daytona 500s and just not, you know? So that's where I'm at with Denny Hamlin. I know some of y'all are like, not like against Denny, but like just don't like him. But listen to his podcast. I know, like, I'm my own show here above the yellow line, so like not trying to like plug another show, but in all seriousness, like the amount of insight and things that you will learn. I mean, a lot of NASCAR news has just come from him talking on his show. So like give it a try, give it a listen. You can skip over some of like the personal stuff that he talks about if you don't want to hear about his life. Like that's fine, but he gives really good insight on the sport from the perspective of the drivers that are in the cars right now. And it's really, really good. Denny Hamlin reminds me of Mark Martin. Neither of them has won a championship. I know, man. Personality wise, no. But in terms of like winning ways and things like that, yes. I actually got the box is over there. I got a Mark Martin Viagra car sent to me in the mail, and it's so darn cool, so darn cool. 1.2K likes, thank you guys. We can get to 2K too. Challenge you guys, just spam the like button. You can do it. And then 20 chilies is what we're going after on TikTok. Um Okay, so yeah, and then the other thing too is the cars, Xfinity cars, I don't think, as mentioned on TikTok, not really built for dirt. So that's all good too. Um Nicholas, you said door bumper clear is always hilarious. It really is. I don't know why I haven't listened to that show until like just recently, but I do really like it. It's a good time. If you're looking for a podcast that has a good time, it's with that bunch. All the Dirty Mo Media content is I really enjoy it. And I've appreciated learning from it. Something I do though, and I think all content creators should do it, is not listening to any other shows before you write your own. I like to do like some research, like read articles, make sure I have the post race reports up by me, but I never listen to any other shows that involve opinion because I don't want it to sway what I'm going to say, because I don't want to say the same thing as other people when I'm doing my show. I don't want to. I know maybe some content creators out there are like, I want to listen to this show or this podcast from this other YouTuber before I go to make mine, but I don't like that. I want to have a unique take if I have it. If I have the same one as everyone else, fine. But I feel like just as a service to you all, I like to make my content a little different and give a different perspective than others. So I do the research, but I wait until like Tuesday to listen to like sometimes I'll listen to the Denny Hamlin podcast. It comes out after I record my show. So I'll listen to that like Monday afternoon. And then the other shows, NASCAR shows, I'll listen to the following day. Okay, so we're gonna flip this over now? What is this? Okay, so that's still hmm. I don't think I did this wrong. I'm so confused by this right now because I'm not supposed to have this the way I have it, I don't think. This is the time of me figuring things out. When will Chase Elliott come back? I think well, he said like 6 weeks. So I think it's like the 600 weekend maybe is what I'm imagining. Oh no, okay, I had this right. So now I'm nervous that I don't have this correct. I'm panicking, you guys. I don't know if I Oh my god. Did I mess up this bad? Okay, so because we have it on this side, right? Okay, and that's everything forward. So, but then they do this. Lego flips things in their directions. Oh, thank you for sending a chili, JJ. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Okay, so we have this right now, and I think it's showing opposite things that I didn't do. So I'm having to put on like because wait, hold on. So they flip the directions here. So they have this out like this, right? And they have it like this there. Oh my god, I did things on the opposite side. Okay. We're gonna go back a page. I am so sorry, you guys. So we're gonna take these off. Kyle Busch will get more wins. I promise you he will. Nicholas, thoughts on the boycott yesterday by owners? Okay, so that's a delicate situation. It's a very delicate situation. So I'm not gonna speculate onto what that means, where I think things are heading. But it was a bold decision by the teams to boycott that meeting. I think they made a statement, according to reports from Adam Stern, Jenna Fryer, kind of those folks and how it's kind of trickled through to the rest of the media. Negotiations aren't going the best. And they're not going the way that I think the teams want them to go. And from what the teams have said and from what the reports were yesterday with the boycott, is that there's not progress being made. And obviously that's a major problem when we're not having progress being made about stuff like this. So did I do this all opposite? Yeah, I did this all opposite. Okay, we're gonna take things off. So that's where the concern is there is that, we have this TV deal that's up after next year, and whatever's gonna happen, the next deal needs to be decided, like, probably just this year, so we have something figured out, right? But kind of looks like we have a ways to go. So going to be interesting. 2.7K likes. Thank you guys. TikTok, everyone, thank you. John, he said, like you said earlier, the boycott makes me worried. I'm not sure panicking about it just yet, but I'm worried it could get much worse. Yeah, my concern is it's going to get much worse, but again, I don't know, and I'm not going to speculate on what much worse means. It's scary right now. My whole thing is I just go back to now, again, new to IndyCar, but I know that there was a split and that caused a lot of commotion. And IndyCar just kind of, I don't know, things were bad. So I think going straight to, oh, there's going to be a split is a bit extreme. Oh, that's why that piece won't move because it's Yep, I knew that. Going towards the thought of there being a split, I think is it could perhaps be a bit of an extreme notion. Um, but you never know. We'll see. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is gonna be just a whole segment of me just like trying to talk through what's happening because I royally mess this up, you guys. I put things on backwards. So if you're taking count of how many mistakes I've made while building this, that's like 20 million. I don't even know if there is a way for me to take this apart because as soon as I put this gray piece in there, there's really nothing I can do. Actually, well, here's what I can do. I can put this piece in here and force this out. Having a great time building Legos. Do I follow other sports besides motorsports? So really no. I used to play a lot of sports when I was younger, like basketball. I mean, I'm like almost 6 foot. I'm 5'11" and a half. So I used to play basketball when I was younger, but I kind of hated it just because it's that trope of like, oh, you're tall, so you must play basketball. I didn't like that. So then I played soccer for many years and I loved it. And then they made me be the goalie. And there's only so many times where you can have like soccer balls just like totally just nail you in the face. And I was like, this really hurts. I'm not doing soccer anymore. And so then I moved to, and at that time too, I was like doing dance. I did competition dance and stuff like that. Um, and then I ended up moving to play tennis, and I loved tennis. And then I did marching band in high school, so um, I couldn't do 2 sports at once because scheduling would not allow it. So I just went straight into doing marching band, which our school considered a sport. And if you've never done marching band, you don't have a right to say it's not a sport because it is. Depending on how your school does marching band, my band director was freaking like he was hard on us, but he taught me so many life lessons and just about like, just following directions and what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. He made us mature as a band. Just because he was really hard on us and he expected perfection and but it made me a better person. So uh marching band was fun though. I freaking loved it. But then I stopped that because I wanted to do more theater. And then before I knew it, I was applying to college and I started off as a film major. I wanted to do musical theater. Then I started in film. Then I went to media production. Then I did like English for a little bit and then I landed on journalism finally. We got there eventually. How did I get into racing? So, okay, I think we're back on this original step that I had. So that's good. Okay. Let's try this again. So, how did I get into racing? So, I got into racing. I should give you the year first so you can be like, "Oh, really? Wow." Um, but when oh, wait a second. Before I do anything else, um I realized I made a bigger mistake than what I originally thought. So that's cool. Why is this so confusing, you guys? Are we like Lego needs to make these instructions so much easier. I don't get why I'm so confused. Because this looks like this goes like the opposite direction. Okay, because that's what I did. But what this looks like is this needs to be on the total opposite side, and I did not do that. So we're taking more apart. Marching band is a sport for real. It takes your life. It takes your life for 4 months every year. For real. And true, if your school does like more than just like the football season, it takes up more of your life. Like marching band was over like certain part of the year, but then if you go to like bowl games and you compete, like then that's another thing. Like it's crazy. It takes up a lot of your life and it's very physical. Like there's a lot of movements. You got to be rigid in your movements. Breathing, that's a thing. You have to work on like your breath and it's not a joke. People take it as a joke, but it's not. Oh my god. Yeah, getting into racing, I'm not a lifelong fan of NASCAR. I'm very clear about that. I My grandma, however, is a longtime fan of the sport. And she started watching, I don't even know what year she started watching NASCAR. I don't know if she's more lifelong or not. Um, but I watched my first race in 2016. I was over at her house. I don't know what the weather was like outside. I'm not really sure like what made me decide, yeah, NASCAR, that's pretty cool that day in particular. But I just kind of decided to watch along with her, and it was an Xfinity race. And at that point, then I got really interested in the sport. And just want to make sure I did that right. Okay. And then her and my grandpa go to Kentucky Speedway, or went to Kentucky Speedway. Rip for Kentucky. Uh, every year, for like their little mini vacation, they were like, "Hey, like, do you want to go with us this year?" This was 2017, and myself and my siblings were like, "All right, sure, let's go. Let's spend time together." And that got me hooked when I was uh able to go to my first in-person race. It was the sights, the smells, the sounds, the atmosphere was really really fun. I'm not a person that parties or drinks or anything like that. That's just not me. So it wasn't like I was doing like anything crazy at the races, but it was something that I had not experienced before ever in my life, and it was so enticing to be part of something like that. So that definitely got me hooked on racing right off the bat, just being there in person. And then I joined NASCAR Twitter in like 2016, really. And then 2018, the Xfinity series actually DM'd me on Twitter. Were like, "Hey, so like they didn't say this exactly, but they were like, you're kind of crazy on Twitter about NASCAR. Let's give you and your whole family like pit passes." And I was like, "This is a joke, right?" Wasn't a joke. We got pit passes from the Xfinity series. And it was like the best weekend of my life. And I made my channel Above the Yellow Line, talking about NASCAR news in 2021 because I was so engrossed in the sport, but I didn't really have a community to talk to about it with. So, um, I formed it then, and a lot of it was I wanted to see more voices like mine, like more females in the sport too. And not necessarily that there weren't a whole lot of females at the time in the sport because, starting to make our way in, but a lot of it was I didn't see other females doing commentaries or anything like that. It was all, people that have been around for a while, or just I wanted to kind of bring in a different voice and a different take. So that's when I started doing my channel. And then I didn't really take this seriously as a career until really last year. I had hopes and dreams of wanting to do this for the past few years, but then last year got picked up by TobyChristie.com. And then I was working for Arca Champion Austin Terrio, marketing his driver. So kind of my story, kind of how I got into racing as well. Um, Oh, Twisted, have a good time at Bristol Dirt. Oh my gosh, that's so much fun. Thank you all for like the chilies and stuff. That's how Howie, what is up? Thank you. Speaking of Austin Terrio and working for him and his driver development company, Howie DiSavino, uh, part of AT Racing Development, joining the chat on TikTok. Thanks, Howie. I appreciate that. I gotta look at the other comments too. Um, Devin, you said you were a front tire carrier in the sport for 10 years. Oh my gosh. That's cool. Is it Devin or Devon? I want to make sure I got that right. That is so cool. I'd be interested to like hear your perspective on that. I love to talk to like crew chiefs and stuff like that because I haven't really gotten to. What do you think about the racing at Richmond? It was the best Richmond race I'd seen in years. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's no secret, you guys, that I'm not a fan of Richmond. I've never been a fan of that track, and I'm sorry. I know, Howie, that's like your home track, my guy. But I just never liked the racing. I just was never a fan of it. And then this year, I think the new short track package really helped with the lower downforce. I don't necessarily know why it helps there and not at Phoenix. Granted, Phoenix is not, I mean, it's a 1 mile track, right? Richmond is, 0.75. Uh, but it did something there that we haven't seen in years, which was, in my opinion, good racing. So there we go. Um, oh, we hit our goal for Chili's, you guys. Thank you. I gotta do a new goal now. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's do a rabbit. We'll do like more of those. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, okay, tire wear was the difference. That's true. That's very, very true. Tire wear made a big difference. We love that. I just wanna make sure I got to everyone's comments in there. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh my gosh. Ben has joined the chat. Michael, oh my god, all my friends are here. Thanks you guys for joining in. Michael, he said, "My time management is top tier. IDKY, I thought the stream wasn't for another hour." No, bro. We're streaming until this bag is done, and I'm doing a terrible job because I messed things up because multitasking is really, really fun. 3.5K likes. We can get to 5K likes on here on TikTok. We definitely can. So yeah, we're doing good. But if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, just let me know. Ask me. We're backtracking a little bit because I messed up, which not surprising. Messed up last week too on this, so uh we're doing good though. We're figuring it out. There we go. But so for now, things are looking right again. So I'm at least happy about that fact that we're getting back on track. Who was the chillest driver you've ever met? I tell the story all the time, so if you've heard it before, plug your ears. I'm sure you're sick of this, but at Mid Ohio, this would be. I guess I'll give two stories because one was when I was, at Mid Ohio working for media. And then the other one is just who I met when I was there as a fan. But I would say the chillest driver I met as a fan, maybe Ryan Blaney. I'm trying to think. I also got to meet like Noah Gregson and them when I was at Kentucky Speedway. They had like on Speed Street. Um, there we go. They had at that time they were KBM drivers. Uh, there, and I got to like kind of interview them a little bit, even though like I wasn't media at all. Like the guy, I just started talking NASCAR with the guy who was running the Toyota section of Speed Street there, and we got talking. He's like, you know what, grab a mic, let's chat, and we talked about like Danica Patrick and all this other stuff. And then Noah Gregson, Todd Gilliland, and Brandon Jones pulled up on a golf cart, and I got to interview them like a few different times and met them, and they were like all really, really chill. In terms of like media, talking to somebody from media, it's Matt DiBenedetto. I got to ride on a golf cart with him around Mid Ohio and ask him questions. The interview's actually up on my home YouTube page, and you can barely hear him because there was another race going on that weekend too, so you couldn't really hear him, which was unfortunate. But afterwards, he showed me pictures of his dogs, and we got to talking. And a very, very genuine guy, really, really chill. So it was cool to meet him because I know like the past few years, he's gone through it. The guy has gone through it. So it was really cool to be able to meet him and say hey, and hopefully I'll see him this year too. Because I'll be going back to Mid Ohio covering racing with Ben in the comments on YouTube. Let's go. Um, Y'all are crazy. Thank you so much. 4.2K likes. We can get to 5K likes. Also a new goal of 20 bunny rabbits. I don't know if we can do that, but we can try. You said, Devin, hopefully it's Devin. He said, I got to carry for Blaney for 2 years, and he's definitely a super chill dude. Oh, that's good to hear. Everyone I've heard that actually has like personal connections to Ryan Blaney says he's really chill. An alum from my school, he's actually really good friends with Ryan Blaney, and I interviewed him for a story I did for my school last year, and we got to talking about him, and he's like family to me, like one of the most genuine guys you'll ever meet. And I'm like, I love hearing this about, drivers that we like and that we've heard that are really good people. Hearing that it's true. They are good people, which is always good to hear. And then, oh God, Cody Ware. I should say too. I interviewed Cody Ware. I know he's on this app too. He's all over social media. And I interviewed him. He was like my first solo interview that I did with a cup driver last year. Super, super chill guy and really good insight. I asked him a lot about, mental health, kind of taking care of yourself and everything like that. And it just really, really good conversation with him. Very respectful. We also sometimes we'll go back and forth on Twitter, so that's always fun. There are interviews I'm hoping to do when I'm done with school. We have some connections to some people that I'm like excited to bring on, and I know you guys would all love to have us bring on. I will not say names because I don't want to say names and then it not happen. We did have a great interview with Emma Britt, Rising Star, last week. She's also on this app. It's like super, super, super nice girl. Gonna make it. She's gonna make it big in the sport. Like holy crap, she's so freaking talented. So was awesome to talk to her. Let's see. Okay, this is the opposite way. We're going opposites. Oh boy. It's when we do like this whole opposite crap with these pieces. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like really not doing a good job showing the camera anything, am I? Holy crap. Just so you know, we're not messing up right now. Oh, I got a question on TikTok, then I'll go through on YouTube. Who do you think is the most talented cup driver? That's a good question. I mean, the hottest driver right now is William Byron. I say that as he was just handed another penalty, so I don't know if it's like really fair to say him right now. Christopher Bell is an underrated talent, but I think people are finally starting to realize it. I will say I just totally crapped on him. Like his first season in Cup, I was like, I guess in the 20 car with Joe Gibbs, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy, what is he doing? Bro proved me wrong. Proved me wrong. Because he is a phenomenal talent. Absolutely phenomenal talent. And I totally think, am I not done making mistakes? Because holy crap, you guys. Um, Michael, you said I got to talk to Matty D for a short time in Vegas when he drove for the 21. Super nice. Can confirm. Same with Blaney. So that's good to know. There are like genuine guys. So like, thank God for that. I really do think everyone that Penske has employed, and I guess the Wood brothers have employed, have been like that chill type of vibe. I guess if I'm wrong, I don't want to know. Like, I think Paul Menard was pretty cool. I got to talk to him for like a little bit, but like not a whole lot, but he like seemed fine. I don't know. Also on YouTube, the top left corner is a QR code. It's ways to support the brand, support the channel, and also where to find like my social media pages and stuff like that. So if you want to click on that, go ahead. On see, these are like the shorter pieces. Okay, I had the right piece. Cool. And then on TikTok, all my social media handles and where else to find me and ways to support me are all linked in my bio. So make sure to check that out too. My favorite paint scheme ever. Oh my god. Okay, so this is so tough because I feel like every year I have a new favorite paint scheme. I'm always a sucker for the Kellogg's Terry Labonte schemes. I love them. I do. Somebody just sent me a Finding Nemo one of his, which I didn't know existed, and I about cried. There's a Monsters Inc. one that I really want to because that's my favorite movie of all time, which says a lot about me that my favorite movie is Monsters Inc. Anywho, yeah, we love Emma Britt. Oh my gosh. Just join the stream. Chad, nice to see you here. Any take on Colleague keeping the penalty, but Hendricks getting away with it? I'll bring this up again. We'll bring this up again. Um, I am not a fan. It really is a call for transparency. It's time that we are transparent. Well, I'll just put it that way. The lack of transparency between like the Board of Appeals, what was said, everything like that. I don't know if I read something that basically just kind of said like the panel has to be transparent now, or NASCAR gets the report. Somebody fact check me in the comments because somehow we're helping the transparency argument here. But hold on a second. I'm panicking. I don't want to mess this up again. Give me a second, you guys. I'm so scared that I mess this up. Somehow I flipped this over. Okay, so this was here. Okay, I flipped it over because it was supposed to be flipped over. Okay, and then okay, cool. No, I'm correct. We're good. We're still good. I did this correctly. Somehow I think we're going to be holding people accountable for transparency, which I can appreciate. It's something that needs to desperately happen. But I know Colleague is going to bring it to like the final appeals panel to kind of get things rescinded again. So, or I guess more so, or get the same penalty as Hendrick had for their stuff. So we'll see. What other questions do we got? Let me answer. 4.2K likes. Thank you guys. John, you said which NASCAR driver that you haven't met yet do you want to meet one day? So good question. I've met okay, so I'll tell you kind of who I've met. I've met some of them in passing, like for like 2 seconds. So like I want to consider to meet. Oh, how did I forget this? Brad Keselowski and Chris Buescher. I met them at the RFK Fan Day, and literally like I was trying to hold my composure because I am such a big fan of Brad. I really am. And so I have a flag, and it's actually in some of my streams that I do in one of my other rooms. You can see the flag maybe on the top shelf there. Um, and the drivers that I've met, the Cup Series drivers have signed it, or people that have been involved in the Cup Series. And I had the flag held, and I was like getting really close to like the front of the line, trying to meet them at the RFK event. I got there really early in the morning, and we waited like 3 hours in line. And I got up to Brad, and Brad is like, "Hi, what you got there?" And I was like, "It's a flag." It's like I couldn't talk. Like super super sweet, you know. I told Brad, I mean, I know Chris was right there, but I was like, "Brad, I think you got this weekend. RFK this weekend's going to do great." And I don't remember if they did or not. So there was that, but also two genuine drivers. Drivers that I haven't met that I would like to. I don't really know. I've met Joey Logano in passing. I had him actually sign the flag that I have in 2018 that he actually won he won the championship that year. So I'd like to say it's because of me. Just kidding. Um but I don't know. I mean, I'd love to meet all the drivers. I Part of me is intimidated to meet Kyle Busch, but I would like to meet him just to get that experience. I'm trying to think. Like who else? Not even Cup Series, but like I would like to just talk to Haley Deegan, like actually, like really talk to her. Zane Smith seems super cool. I'd love to talk to him. Raja Caruth, super cool. AJ Allmendinger, that'd be cool. Um, they did horribly at the 600. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, I was no, Ben. Sorry. Yeah, no, I thought that they did because I was kind of disappointed. I was like, I jinxed them. Oh my god. We have two of these pieces here. We're about like halfway through this, I think. I think. She says not confidently. Dom has entered the chat, folks. Oh my god, he's here. Yeah, I did meet Chase Elliott. I've told this story before too, but at Kentucky Speedway, he was having like a secret meeting at his hauler. He has like another small merch hauler around one of the turns around the track. And my sister and I, we bought a Chase Elliott Funko Pop there, and the lady was like, "Hey, just to let you know, like Chase Elliott's holding like a secret get together with his fans that you should you should go, just make sure you're at the hauler around this time at this day." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." So my sister and I waited, I think, 4 hours around the hauler, just kind of sitting down, and everyone's like, "Why are you sitting here?" And we're like, "Oh, just nothing, we just like the shade." And we got to meet him. We were first in line. It was really cool. Clearly a very busy guy. I thought he was nice though, you know, took the time to talk to us for a little bit. Kind of, he asked where we were from, and um, I don't know. I don't remember the rest of the conversation. I was a little starstruck. But I think what's funny is, you know, the more you go around the garage, the less starstruck you get. And I think Rob and I talked about this the other day. I don't know if it was on the stream or after the stream, but um, the more you're around them, or even like just going into the garage in general, they're just people. They're just people. I mean, obviously incredibly talented athletes, but you really learn that, you know, they're like you and me. They're living their lives, they're working, they're doing their jobs. So there's that reality too. Like when I got into the truck or the garages and everything like that, at Mid Ohio, that kind of reality hit me where I was like, oh, these are just people. They're chill. They have lives. They're talking to each other or whatever. Like I don't know. It was also really chill. It's a great place to like do media for the first time. Because everyone is going to be in Atlanta, so you're kind of there left to your own devices while everyone else is covering Xfinity um, and Cup in Atlanta. But the racing at Mid Ohio was so good; it's so underrated. Um, the wrong kid. You said if you do go to Kyle Busch fan day, he's really cool. I would love to. I mean, I think when I go to the 600 this year, I'm going to try to do things that I didn't do the previous year, just so I have just a different experience. Now I will have my trusty partner Sawyer with me on that trip. So if there was something that I thought was like really cool last time that he needs to see, like we'll go back. A lot of that was RFK was so cool, so I will definitely go there. And I think we're getting there earlier this year, so we aren't cramming to get stuff done. Okay, so this is what we have so far. We're working, we're making progress, folks. And then we have this engine piece too. I think I should bring these both back into the picture. So there we go. Yeah, Willie Mullins. I love the interview you did, Ben, with him. The Mullins, they're on TikTok. I actually saw Dinah pop into the chat too, so it was good to see her. And then Willie, I think he commented on one of my TikToks, I think, which was also pretty rad. So we'd love to see it. Come on. Okay, so I don't even know what we're making this piece. This is a weird piece. All right. Cool. Thank you all for joining. We're getting more likes on TikTok. We can make that goal of 5K. We can do it. We also have so many chilies. We could, and also maybe like one bunny. We'll have like the goal of one bunny. Also, this is the first time I've had my hair like natural curly in like how many weeks? Like 2 weeks? I've just straightened it. Make sure you go wait, what? The International Tostitos Museum? That's not true. That's not a real museum, is it? Is it though? Because now I'm curious and I kind of want to go. Especially because, okay, so not calling Sawyer out here because, I'm not calling him out, but he loves Tostitos. So if there is a real museum in the Charlotte area with that, we will go because that would be like a fun little stop on our trip. Oh, thank you. Liking the curls. Yeah, this is very different. We didn't go to the Hendrick Motorsports fan day because that was the same day and times as the RFK fan day. So we might try to go this year, but I don't know. I think I'd like to just get a tour of the facility separately of the fan day event because it's a lot. What the? Taking this off. Okay, there we go. Now we need this little piece here, and then we're needing another one of these pieces. Okay. Cool. Making progress. I'm gonna put this here, and then we put the other L-shaped piece on top of it. We're figuring this out, folks. Michael, on TikTok, you said big HMS fan. Terry Labonte was my favorite driver, so I root for Larson now. I like the others too. I love Terry Labonte, and I never got to watch him race. I wasn't around, wasn't watching the sport. But I listened to his story on the Dale Jr. download. I learned a little bit more about him. Obviously, his paint schemes are stellar. Love them. And I feel like if I was, around watching the sport in that time, I would have been a really big fan of his. I really do. So that's why I have such a love for him. Even though never watched him race. I need to go back. Obviously working 2 jobs, being a full-time student, helping run the school's news station, chronic health issues. I haven't really had time to watch other motorsports, learn more about the history like I would like to. So the goal is once I am done with school, I can just do a deep dive. We can learn more about the history together, just do more, experience more, learn more. I love to learn. I am excited. Hopefully, after school is out for this semester and for I guess forever, unless I go to grad school, I can stop learning for a few weeks and just take some time to chill because I am burnt out, you guys. I don't know if y'all have been students, but if you know what burnout feels like, even if you're not students, like gosh, work can burn you out. Certain life things can burn you out. I'm burnt out. So having a break is going to be much needed and much appreciated. Okay, we got this piece here. Nope, this one. This one right here. We're working on it. Thank you so much. We can get up to 5K likes, you guys. We got this. We can do it. Because now we're flipping this around. So, okay. It's all these like flips that they do in here. I just don't pay attention to, but I'm working on it. Saw Texas Terry Labonte race many times and fully enjoyed it. Dom, you said he was so consistent. Usually the only thing ever. Oh no, I didn't break anything. We're good. Usually the only thing ever wrong with his cars was an engine failure. Rarely damaged and always in contention for a strong finish. See, I love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. I feel like Bobby Labonte would be cool to meet too. Not gonna lie. Shout out to Hunter Smith, Fit Stop Performance. He's actually spotting for Bobby Labonte for some of the races that he's doing. Obviously, not like NASCAR, or not SRX either. But so that's really cool to see him being able to work with Bobby and stuff like that. I'm rattling off names here, and I'm like, wow, there's so many people I've been able to meet just like the past year, which has been really wild. At some point, I feel like we have to have Howie on one of these live streams again, especially on TikTok. I feel like that'd be fun. Let's see. We got the 2. Oh, gosh. Okay, we're breaking things, but we're not. We're fine. We're panicking, but we're fine. Okay, so looking at the picture up here. Okay, so we're flipping this crap around again. I'm trying not to swear, you guys. I swear too much, and it's not good. Um, it's a habit I have to break because at some point I'm gonna swear in front of somebody really important, and that's not gonna be good. Yeah, that's awesome. Very, very cool. I'm making sure I'm getting to all the comments. I don't want to miss anything. I do be a sailor. Dom would be correct in that. I need cursing help. I need to stop. Okay, so we did 2 of those. Okay. Then they want me to do okay, this on the other side. Pick up the pieces and build a Lego house. If you know, you know. If you're an Ed Sheeran fan, you're welcome. My music taste, I don't know about your guys' music taste. At this point, we're just having a chill NASCAR talk. I'll bring up the All-Star race stuff in a second. We'll take a break in a little bit, and then we'll start to build some more. But music taste wise, my music taste is all over the place. I know when I build Legos, I think of that Ed Sheeran song. I can't sing it. Is it just Lego House? I forget the name of the song. Somebody fill me in if you know Ed Sheeran as well. But I think of the song lyrics for that. Okay, I need one of these. So I got this piece right here. And then I need a blue gear. So I got that. So I think this is supposed to be okay, hold on. Hold up. Oh my gosh. Okay, is these types of okay. Oh my god. There are parts where I build Lego where I'm like, I don't actually really understand what I'm doing, but I'm doing my best. I feel like this is wrong, but it's not wrong because I know it's not wrong. Oh, crud. I knew that it's telling me to do certain steps, but it's not giving me like the full picture, and that's kind of annoying. I need a circle red thing. Here we go. Cool, cool, cool. We are making it work. Working 9 to 5. Also, Dolly Parton's a queen. Thank you, John Lego House. So, John, now we need to talk Ed Sheeran, John and I. Such a good singer. He's coming out with a new album or just had one out. Yeah, okay, Michael, yeah, the sad girl playlist, that's like Phoebe Bridgers, Julia, not Julia Jackson, Julia, I don't really know her name, but she such good music. And then like I also love music just from like the 2000s. Like 2012 was like a really good year for music. Dolly does freaking slap. Oh, we love her. We love her. Oh, Rob, what did I say? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Rob, you said she likes sad girl music, and then Rob said, "Her words, not mine." Yeah, I love sad girl music. Um, yeah, coolest driver to have a chat with, Emma Britt, for sure. Oh yeah, Ben, you said another cool driver met is Moonhead. I met him briefly at Charlotte, but I didn't talk to him because I really had just met him for the first time. Julia Lewis Dreyfus, no. No. The Ohio State Marching Band is favorite band. One of my favorite karaoke songs. Why'd you come? Yeah. I can't sing it right now, but it's on my playlist, Ben, and I listen to it all the time. I have such a longing to start singing that right now, but I know I cannot, and that kills me. We got one of these pieces. This is the first time I've seen a piece like this. And then we got this. Okay. We're learning. So much learning. There we go. All right. Speaking of Emma Britt, you guys, she just joined the chat on TikTok. So Dom, now you got to get on TikTok. So, what is up, Emma? We actually were just talking about you, but like obviously good things. We were talking about the coolest drivers to have a conversation with, coolest drivers we've met. Your name came up. So cool to have you in the chat. And then I'll say this again: more places to support me. Where to find more content for me on if you're on YouTube, Facebook, scan the QR code in the top left. Also, where you can find the accounts of the AT by L crew. And then on the app on TikTok, Hi. You can find more places to support me, the brand, above the yellow line, and my social media, all in my link in bio. Lincoln Park, link in bio. All right, we're keeping on moving. At like 8:50, we'll take a break. We'll go over some more NASCAR news, kind of previewing Bristol Dirt just a little bit. Um, okay, here we go. Okay, so we built like two separate pieces. Oh, we're gonna join them in a second. I was like, why did we just move on? Okay. So they're not really showing me. I'm really confused. What's happening? Okay, wait, no, I got this. So this red piece in the center, we're gonna put these two pieces together like this, right? And we're gonna bring them together. Emma Britt is in the house. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Ben, good night. Horse racing. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Carrie Underwood is so cool. I love her. Eric is pretty cool. I haven't met him in person. We've chatted on like Instagram and stuff. Yeah, he's pretty chill. Jarrett, or AKA the Iceberg, also really cool. Just really genuine, solid dude. I got to talk to Danny B, and then Darian is also really cool too. We'll talk every now and then just via like not TikTok, oh my gosh, Twitter and things, really nice. So yeah, they're all solid dudes. Come on. There we go. All right, now we're connecting things together. So, oh no, I'm going to totally mess this up. Well, maybe not, because these, this piece right here, supposed to go here. So I'm going to see if that's, this doesn't feel possible to me right now. What is happening? When these things don't work, it makes me so mad because I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm not making these things work. But then at the same time, how is this not working? Is it something like Lego is going to be the freaking death of me, you guys. Holy crap. It's cheering me on like I've already put this together. I have not. So now the concern is, have we done this all backwards? Because at the moment, that is my biggest fear, is that we did this all backwards, even though this piece pretty clearly from the beginning, like, we've been doing this right. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Is Haley Deegan going to win a race in trucks ever? I think she will eventually. Obviously not really happening right now, but I would like to think that that's in her future. So, okay, well, this needs to go here. I guess that's for starters. What? Okay, this is so confusing. Michael, I don't know if you've put together the whole, like I said, I wasn't able to watch your video yet, but I'm stuck. I'm on like part 62 here. And I'm like, nothing makes sense. Absolutely nothing makes sense. So I'm going to move some of these pieces to see if I can make this work. Thank you all for chatting, following along. What do you think about the penalty that NASCAR gave Hendrick again? Oof. Oh, we'll go over that again. We'll do it again. So, oh wait, I made it work. Never mind. I found the solution. It was just moving pieces around that I had stupidly not moved around. My bad. So yeah, I'm not personally the biggest fan of like, how things went down with the Hendrick appeal, especially with Colleague, like, having the same type of thing, but not getting the same penalty. They had a harsher one, which that doesn't really make sense to me, but fine. Yeah, that's a little confusing to me. So if NASCAR is willing or able to explain kind of what went down and why they made the decision they did, which it wasn't NASCAR, it was the National Motorsports Appeals Panel, I know. But if there's a way to explain why the difference, I think that's sorely needed right now because, the sport is kind of like imploding at the moment. So having some sort of clarity around why things are the way they are, that's necessary. So hopefully we get some sort of response. Yeah. What we're watching right now, thanks Dom, is post teardown at the R&D center. Oh, did I do it? Did I? What? I don't think this is right. That's my concern. This isn't. Maybe this is, but maybe this is really not. I think this is really wrong, you guys. I don't know something's definitely not right. I did something wrong, and I don't know what step I messed up on, but like the pieces aren't fitting together properly. So this might be something I have to do off camera, you guys, and then I comment later. I'm like, oh my God, you guys, I figured it out. And it's something like that. But right now, this just isn't working. I'm sorry. Because it feels like, oh wait, well, did I just fix it? Well, no, hold on. Because this piece is supposed to go there. That's correct. You're watching me like lose it, but no. I need to go back. I might finish the rest of this build for bag 2 off camera because I'm clearly struggling with it. You guys can see it. Oh, we have what? Thank you, NASCAR great. I appreciate that. All the gifts. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but the Hendrick penalty, I definitely think not a big fan of how that all went down, gonna be real with you. I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to be transparent. I think that's what we need to hear right now. So here's to hoping that there's transparency. Yeah, okay, so I'm fitting these pieces together. This is so frustrating. Michael, you said, I'm not sure how much experience you have with Lego building, but Technic is more confusing type of Lego set to build. I have to fix a couple pieces in my build. I believe in you, though. Thank you, Michael. Oh my God, I'm like struggling. TikTok, y'all are so supportive, though. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Y'all are freaking crazy. Yeah, there's like some pieces in here that aren't fitting, and I can't figure out what I did wrong. And this is going to have to be a thing where I'm going to have to really just go back and I guess figure this out myself because I understand where I went wrong. Wrong piece, but it's an easy fix. God bless. I can see color fine. But this dark gray looks same as this black piece. I know now on screen it clearly doesn't, but when I'm looking at the instruction manual, they looked exactly the same. So I found my problem and I solved it. We're good. I don't know if any of you guys watch Good Mythical Morning. Love those guys, but like they'll say like we're still good. We're still good. We're having a good time. So I won't need to do this off screen because I found my problem. We're fixing it. We're figuring it out. Look at that. Perfect. Love it. Come on. Putting the pieces together. Okay, we have 1 minute, so I'll figure this out. I will put ooh, goodness, come on. No, wait. What did I do wrong? I did something wrong. This might be a thing where I just have to do this later because clearly you guys can see that I have royally messed this up somehow. Well, you can't clearly see it, but there's something wrong here that I can't fix. More. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's so nice of you. All the gifts. Thank you. 5.6K likes. Thank you guys so much. You guys are crazy. NASCAR great. Thank you so much. Yeah, because along the way, I messed up. Let's see, we have this piece here, and there's 1, 2 break, and then there's 2. So I did that right, but these pieces won't go in because there's another piece taking that place, but I don't know why. Unless these pieces will just go in for me. That would be great. But I don't think they will. No. Yeah. I'll finish this off stream, and then I'll show you guys the results of it. I know you guys want to see like the full thing, but I really have to just like be able to focus and figure out where I messed up here, because right now I'm not seeing it. There's supposed to be 1 piece back here that's left blank, 2 pieces here that are filled, 2 pieces blank, 1 piece filled. And then when we put this all together, it's supposed to be hmm. I'll figure this out later. But yeah, let's get to some like updates and stuff like that. Let's see. I know I'm going to pause the stream on TikTok real quick. I'm sorry, TikTok. My bad. I got to turn off my alarm. That's about to go off. Here we go. I'm back. Hi. Okay. So let's go over some things with the format for the All-Star race. Let me take my pills real quick. So give me like 5 seconds. I'm going to pause this stream and then I will be right back, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I'll be right back. But give me just a second, you guys. Just look over the format and just tell me what you think in the comments. Welcome back. Hi. Okay, we're here. Maddie D for champion. Honestly, though, wouldn't be mad if that happened. Thank you for all the likes and all the gifts, you guys. I appreciate that. Okay, so clearly, and this is my time to put on glasses. The All-Star race format different this year, and much better because it's simplified. So what we got is the pit crew challenge. Qualifying will be based off of the pit stops time only. So 4 tire pit stops, no fuel, so just the tires here. So that'll be nice. Then the All-Star heat races, 60 laps each. Results of heat race 1 set the All-Star race inside row, and then the results of the heat race 2 will set up the outside row for the All-Star race. And then for the All-Star Open, it's 100 laps. Competition break around lap 40. Top 2 finishers transfer to the All-Star race. A fan vote winner transitions to the All-Star race too. So kind of similar setup to last year, kind of something different. Then the All-Star race field. I gotta get closer to my screen to read this, you guys. So 2022, gotta move my microphone. Hello. So the 2022 and 2023 NASCAR Cup Series points race winners. So and then past All-Star race winners. So Ryan Blaney gets in, being an All-Star race winner last year, and a NASCAR Cup Series champion, All-Star Open top 2 finishers, and the NASCAR fan vote winner. They did announce Jimmy Johnson. They didn't make any special like rules to make him eligible to be in this All-Star race. So Jimmy Johnson will be in the All-Star race. Hate to break it to you all, but then the All-Star race is 200 laps. No gimmicks as far as I know. Like, no, like we're gonna stop at this certain point, then flip the field, then flip it again. It's just gonna be a race. Thank God. Trish, what is up? Thanks for joining on TikTok. So like that'll be really good. I'm excited for this All-Star race. You got to keep it simple for going back to North Wilkesboro. So, if you had a ticket to that, I'm curious to hear your experience because I know the tickets are pricey as crap, but it's also understood. But I'm curious to hear what your experience is. If any of you vlog it. I'll be vlogging my Coca-Cola 600 experience again. And then if gonna go to an IndyCar race this year, probably the Mid Ohio one. I'll probably vlog that too on my main ATYL channel. Oh, Trish, very nice. Have fun covering it. That'll be fun, honestly. Yeah, the stages were getting annoying. So I'm excited. Um, then have one set of tires for the last 100 laps. So let me see here. Yeah, there's additional rules too. This is just like the basic thing. So, and then the TV schedule on your screen on the left if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook. On Friday, practice qualifying in the Pit Route Challenge. Saturday is the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race because they're going to be racing at North Wilkesboro. And then All Star Race heats 1 and 2, and then Sunday is the All Star Open and the All Star Race. So that'll be very exciting. And then the Bristol Dirt, we got a preview for that. I think that's up next. Yeah. So track facts for that. The race length is 250 laps, 125.5 miles. This is all from J-Ski's website, so hopefully it's correct. What is up? Thanks for joining. What, Big Burn? Yeah, 78. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, and a competition caution at lap 100 for the All-Star race. Thank you guys. So then we have the track length for Bristol, half mile. Stages 1, stages 2, same. They're 75 laps each, and the final stage is 100 laps. So there we have that. And then instead of like the driver stats, because that's like we've had 2 races there, it's gonna be Penske, Joe Gibbs, Kyle Busch lucked himself into a win last year when Briscoe and Reddick wrecked into each other. So take the Kyle Busch win as you will. He was pretty speedy though. So were the Stewart-Haas racing cars. So I would keep an eye out for them as well. I know haven't had the best luck this year, but at least their race that they had at Richmond was pretty solid organization wise. I know Harvick was the only one that finished inside the top 10 at Richmond. But at least everyone was kind of in the mix for Stewart-Haas Racing. So maybe keep an eye out for them. Priest, I would definitely probably have in your fantasy lineup. I know we have to do this based on heats and how well we see people actually practice and race in the heats and practice and stuff like that. But keep them in mind. But the TV schedule, trucks obviously racing at Bristol Dirt as well. So FS1 is where all the events are going to be on TV on Friday. The truck practice is 5:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by Cup immediately, and then we go into truck practice at 8:02, and then Cup practice at 8:32. Saturday is going to be a mix of FS2 and FS1. 4:30 we start the truck heats. They're like 15 lap sprints. At 6 o'clock on FS2 we start the Cup heats. Another 15 lap sprint there too. And then FS1 at 8 p.m. on Saturday we're gonna have the truck race. I would watch that if I were you. Definitely watch it. And then Sunday, the Cup race at 7 at night. Easter Sunday. For those of you that celebrate it, happy Easter. Alexander, thank you so much. Yeah, the Tony Stewart. I mentioned earlier, I think I found it at a thrift store. My sister, I think, actually found this for me now that I mention it. So thank you so much. But yeah, that is the TV schedule for this weekend. So yeah. So there's that. Let me see. I don't know. Comment in the comments below. Do you want me to try to figure this out? Because I'm pretty sure I messed it up, but I can keep building this for you all and we can just kind of keep talking. If you want me to figure it out off screen, let me know. Because I'll keep streaming for like another 30 minutes, see if I can figure it out. Let's see. But just yeah, leave a comment if you want. I guess if we get to like 7K likes on TikTok, and if y'all want to comment in the comments on YouTube and Facebook, if you guys want to see me keep building this to complete it, leave your comments. Let me know. Trishy said, I'm interested to see if Keselowski and Bowman can keep their top 10 streaks. I know, they're doing great. They are really doing well. Bowman especially. Like, yeah, he's gonna need good results now. He's gonna have to win with all these penalties that are being thrown their way. I know the big penalty was, lifted a little bit, but my God. Homeboy. Part of me thinks because they won't go in. That is why I am sad. It's not working. Well, I think I just figured out why it's not working. I'm gonna figure it out. I might have just figured out why I'm failing so miserably on this page. Because where were the T-shaped pieces? Because I put them on the wrong part of the car. Taylor, you silly goose. Silly goose. Well, but then that wouldn't make sense. Because if that were the case, that kind of means I put everything on wrong. If only Michael was here to be like, hey, Taylor, it's all okay. Well, no, because, well, I did that exactly right. Because then adding this piece on, it's a little different. No, so this is correct. Okay, so everything up to that point is correct. Let's see. I am coming to Charlotte for the 600. I am making, oh yeah, if you're just joining, sorry guys. Where's the box? Okay. The NASCAR Legos. Lego Technic build. I'm on bag number 2 of this. I'm trying to work on a bag each stream. A little slower at building than a lot of other folks because I'm doing like 5 things at once. So I'm sorry. So I am coming to Charlotte for the 600. So I'm gonna try to do a meetup there of folks who want to meet, because I know some people do want to meet, and I want to make sure that we are all able to like kind of say hey, chat a little bit. Oh, wait. Hold on. I might have, well, hold on, let me see. I might have figured out what I did here. Well, I guess first off, I need to take this piece off, just kind of backtrack a little bit to kind of work my way back. Isn't it cool? It's such a cool build. When you're doing the build right, I'm sure it's a lot cooler, but I keep messing up. So that's my downfall. And I'm having to use like other pieces to, get some pieces out. Yeah, when it comes to, oh my gosh, the ATYL above the line NASCAR Fantasy League on the NASCAR app, I'm not doing well. I keep like I just keep failing. Ice Dragon, what's up? Found the stream, decided to put it on while I also build Lego. Thank you, Ice Dragon. Oh my god, that's exciting. I will tell you, I'm telling everyone right now, Ice Dragon, I'm not doing well. I keep messing up this build, and I'm at a point in it where I think I just put some pieces on wrong, so I'm gonna kind of backtrack a little bit because yikes. But yeah, what are you building? That's a good question. I want to know. I'll try to make it if you do. I'm thinking that weekend. I'm writing that weekend on top of photos. Oh, that's fun. Okay. So we have this piece. So we'll kind of put it back together kind of the way I originally had it. So let me figure this out here. So I flip this around. We have this there. We got these on these pieces. Perfect. And we have these pieces. And it has me putting these pieces on the bottom. And here. So that's exactly what I'll do. And that's what I did. Oh, we're just gonna drop things, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then we built this correctly. I'm sure of this. Because that was a whole situation that we had to figure out, you guys. And then when we're standing this up right, this red piece was in the middle. We have that piece. We have, oh, well, because on the bottom we have these pieces. This piece goes here. Oh, wait, well. Nope, I figured it out. Sorry, figured it out. My bad. The chances that we finally get a dirt background racer winning this race, I give it like a 30% chance, honestly. Just with how things have happened, I could be wrong, and I'd be happy to be proven wrong with this, but holy crap. Watch it be somebody with like zero dirt experience again. I think at this point, though, I think all the drivers have run some dirt something at this point just to get practice. I feel like this microphone. Sorry, you guys. Ooh. Kevin, what is up? Thanks for joining on TikTok. 6.4K likes. Crazy. We're also trying to get the goal of 20 bunnies on here. I think I only need like 5. That's fine. Goals are goals. Okay, so I got that correct. Then I have this piece, and I put this here. I have this all correct. So I guess now I'm confused why things are going wrong. Yeah, I don't know why things are going wrong. Is it that this needs to be up here? I really don't know. Very confused about this. Thank you. Lots of compliments on the shirt. I'm glad I'm wearing the shirt today. We watch it be Kozlowski or Haley. Not gonna be upset if it's one of them though. Ice Dragon, you said just building random, although from what I'm getting, you like racing. I do. So I take it you're not a racing fan, Ice Dragon. Maybe you don't watch racing. I highly recommend getting into it. It's actually pretty cool. Yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend watching NASCAR, maybe IndyCar. Okay, guys, I'm actually getting. What did you say? At racing? Oh, good. I'm glad you finished the car. I can't seem to get it put together. I'm really trying, you guys. But it seems like I'm somehow like a piece off, but I'm also not. So that's where I'm getting really frustrated. But, well, because it's making this look like they're on the same level. But they're not. Yeah, this is where I'm getting confused. Because these aren't supposed to be at the same level. Guys, I don't want to call it a night. But something clearly isn't right, and I'm not figuring it out, which is a bummer. Because literally, we're at the point where I can put these 2 big pieces together, but I'm not able to do it. They should be on the same level. The bar is holding up the gears at the bottom of the car. So they are. Like, because I have them, like... Here, I'll show you kind of where my issue is, Michael. Because maybe you can help me here, since you've done this. The pieces don't just slide into one another, and that's really causing me a lot of pain. Come on. There we go. Okay. So here's the situation. I'll show on YouTube. So I've got this piece right here, right? And then this blue piece is supposed to slide into here, which is fine. That'll work. However, here though, and this is exactly how it is in the instruction book, there's supposed to be a piece, 2 black pieces, 2 blanks, and then a blue. There's a black piece right here that will not allow me to fit this blue piece in like it wants. Like, because I'm supposed to be able to push this blue piece in and it'll slide in, but it won't do that. So I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work. Michael, I'll have to send you a picture of this. So across both trucks and Cup at Bristol Dirt, Chevrolet has yet to win. I understand it's only been 2 trips, but still, it is something to consider. That is true. Watch it be a Chevrolet show out right this weekend. Like, for real. Oh my gosh. Thank you all for joining the chat. I appreciate it. We're trying to get 20 bunnies and I guess 7K likes at this point. We can do it. Yeah, Michael, I don't know if this issue has happened to you, but like there's something off here, but there's nothing off because the instructions told me this is exactly what should happen. So, and I'll show you guys here too. Let's see. Okay. So the instructions have me doing a blank piece here, 2 black pieces that are supposed to be in here. Right now it's the blue. And then 2 blanks and then a blue piece and then a blank. The blank piece, this piece right here is supposed to slide into that blank, which it does. However, this blue piece right here is supposed to be here, but there's the black pieces that are under it that is not allowing me to slide this in. So I don't know how to fix that. It's a little unfortunate. I'm still gonna go back. Because there's that piece. Sliding that in. And that's correct. Something is not correct. And that makes me so sad. Who are supporting in the Coca-Cola 600? So who do we want to see win that? I think I'm off by 1 pin. The blue pin should slide into the next. So I know that. That's my problem. It should slide in next to it, but it's not. I think I'm off by 1 pin somewhere else too. Just not. Hold on. Probably. Have so much fun painting at the track. That'll be awesome. All right, you guys. This might be an off-screen thing, and I'll make sure to post a picture on my social media pages. So we're gonna end it here. I'll figure this out later because also my neck is killing me. Like my back, like because I've been hunched over. I'm so sorry. So we're going to probably end the stream right here. But before I do, obviously plugging my social media handles. If you're watching on TikTok, TikTok, my link tree is in my bio, so make sure to check that out. If you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, top left corner of your screen is where you can find all my social media pages, and also ways to support me and the channel. But all my other social handles are on the screen for you all as well that are on Facebook and YouTube. Ice Dragon, he said, I watched a little bit of racing once and it's fun, but it's more actually doing it. Also, what Technicar are you building? Oh yeah, so yeah. Racing itself is really fun. Racing and then watching, totally different things. I was working on the NASCAR 75 Lego Technic build. It's very, very fun. Right now I'm just stuck with it. I need to like step back and then I'll send you all a picture. House of Cards just joined us on TikTok. SHR Supremacy, bro. I know, man. Got that feeling. All right, but yeah, that's where you can find me on social media at _Taylor_Kitchen_, Twitter, TikTok, at Toby Christie Com on all social media platforms, including TikTok, and then above the yellow line on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Also, every Monday, I might be a Tuesday coming up at the end of April because I'm moving. We have race recap episodes, full length recap episodes up above the yellow line, my brand, on all your favorite podcasting platforms, Anchor, Audible, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, wherever you find your podcasts. If you're not able to watch the episodes that come out on YouTube each week, listen to them. They're a good listen. But that is it for this live stream on a Thursday night. I got some work to do with this, y'all. But we will talk to you later. Thank you all for the support. I appreciate you all. Dom, I see your comment. Thank you all so much. And I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.